Hello everyone and welcome back to another Grainman Travels episode, and today we're on a new mod map and it is a returning map from FS22. We are back on Carmelands. So this was a very popular map in FS22 and it is probably one of the, I wouldn't say the best, but probably one of the best or one of the most popular start from scratch type maps that was available. So this map was actually released today on the 28th of the 2nd 2025, so it just squeezed into February. It is cross-platform compatible, so PC, Mac, PlayStation 5 and the Xbox series of consoles. It's only 126.43 megabytes to download, and it's been put together by a very well-known modder and map maker, erShaba. So a little bit of information on mod hub which we will run through. Carmelands is a map of unknown location. In it you will find a winding terrain with several forests and many hectares of uncultivated land. Accept the challenge of farming and designing your own land, creating your space to raise your cattle and create a beautiful landscape around your production buildings. Ahead, Carmelands awaits you. Map is 100% prepared to build your own farm style and fields. Sales areas where you can sell all of your generated products, edited license plates, all ground textures from the base game and available to customize your game, and all kinds of trees and bushes to place as well. So we are in new farmer mode on this map tour, so we will jump over to see what we get in new farm mode in regards to equipment and our starting farm. So as you can see, we are in the new farm mode starting farm, which is actually up at the top. I think it's the top right of the map. Yeah, just there. So we've got a nice John Deere, the nice Deutz, a plough, a bit of a shed, Lizard, Brantner, dolly trailer, got a header for the standard Massey combine which is in there, very nice indeed. We've got a silo, got a front loader and some bits and bobs. Oh, so we've got good old Walter here as well. We've got a sleep trigger, we've got a wardrobe trigger. Very nice house that, actually, must admit. Looks like we've got a windmill and a bit of a water place as well, so very nice. And then we've got this bale and pallet storage as well, so not too bad at all for our starting farm and equipment. Nothing too, flashy and over the top, but still very nice. Let's have a quick look at our starting fields. So I think we own this whole area here because we own 43, I think, farm 143. So this whole area here, so there's a field being created, and then there's obviously the other areas here as well, which is very nice, and I'm pretty certain that is all you own. It is indeed. So yeah, but we'll run through the PDA in a few moments, I must admit. So let's just scroll back. Crop calendar wise, completely and utterly base game default. Nothing's been added, nothing's been removed, and nothing's been changed in regards to sowing and harvesting. In new farm mode we have a cow pasture, which is actually just up here. So it's just here. So it looks pretty good. What we got? We start with 8 head of cattle in new farm mode, and there is 54 capacity, so actually up there on top of this bank on the hill, which is actually quite a nice place for it, I must admit. It looks pretty good, but you've got a food and bale drop there and water as well. I think that's probably the pasture from Riverbend Springs, to be honest with you. So contracts wise, there does seem to be a contract, which I'm quite surprised about, but it is the whole idea that there might be some places to do some deadwood contracts and that, but there's no real fields on the map at all, so not unless you make some. So that's kind of what the whole point of Carmelands is all about. We've got no own productions and no available productions on the map, but you can put your own productions down from the construction menu. Prices wise, what have we got? Pretty much 1 or 2 places to sell pretty much everything, which makes sense. We've got cooperative, farmers market, grain silos as well, and animal dealer. So I think pretty much they're the 3 main places to sell anything that you have from the base game. So herbicide doesn't sell, that's pretty standard, to be honest with you. Let's have a quick look. Farmers market, so a lot of things sell at the farmers market. Yeah, that's normal. So fertilizer doesn't, spinach does, triple soup, wood and wool and all that. So yes, Wood itself doesn't though, interestingly. Wood beam does and wood chips do, but wood doesn't, so just something to be made aware of. Silage does though, because this is probably a really popular map for people doing silage, I must admit. So PDA wise, well, pretty much looks identical to what it did on FS22. So the one good thing about the PDA is you've got the black lines to denote where your boundary is for your plot of land, and literally, as you can see, it's in kind of a grid format. That's where all your field or farmlands are, but then obviously you've got all these little tracks that are already built in and done. So you've got one that goes down here, got a main road here, that's our main area there for selling, and obviously you've got various places off of here as well to go down. You've got a nice river here, a bit of a lake there, a bit of forestry and forestry. Apart from that though, pretty base game standard, to be honest, when it comes to farmlands. Nothing massively unusual. One thing I will say though is I don't think, because tip station, that's going to be ours, and the grain silo is as well. That's interesting. One thing they doesn't have on there, but we'll probably just farmers market tag. Okay, so yeah, it definitely is over here, all the productions and things. I've just, oh, it's not actually. So where is the farmers market then? Because it doesn't actually show on the PDA. A bit further here. Actually over here by the looks of it, maybe. Yeah, so it's actually there, but they're not listed on the map. So that, I think, is maybe a little bit of a problem on the map, but it'll probably get fixed in a further update by erShaba. But if you actually want to know where your selling stations are, they're all here, I would say. Or maybe not, actually. The farmers market's there. Interesting that, actually, that we don't know off the top of our heads where we actually are going. And that's 1500 meters the other side. Meters, so the animal dealer is here, and so is our shop, and a few other places as well by the looks of this. So just something to be aware of that. Okay, farmers market, we need to go look for not eggs, we need oat, grain silos, tag. Yeah, okay, so it seems like machinery dealerships here and a few other duckies is here as well, but yeah, a few other places, sell places are here, which is actually at the top here, which I expected all of them to be there though, but some are there, but the farmers market's actually down here, but it's not listed on the PDA, which is very unusual actually, I must admit. But we've run through those quickly though, and in a very strange manner, I must admit. So let's get ourselves in a vehicle. I think the only one we're going to be able to go in is probably the Deutz. So let's just zoom out and have a quick look. We'll have a bit of a drive around. There's not really that much to see. What we'll do though is we'll show pretty much the map itself a little bit, but yeah, obviously the main roads run through. The whole point of Calmlands is you pick a plot of land and you kind of do what you want to do with it. So if you want to go up here, pick this plot of land, turn this into some fields, a farm, etc., you can. There's some flatter farmland a bit further over to the west of the map, if I remember right, unless it's changed since 22. But to be honest with you, this map is pretty much a cracking start from scratch type map. It's probably, if No Man's Land is not going to be coming back, then this is probably the map that you'll probably want to do instead, because this is just, I'd say, nearly as good actually, I must admit. It is a very enjoyable map, and I think quite a few YouTubers did also do a 200 horsepower challenge system on here as well. But as you can see, pretty much just hectares and hectares of just anything that you want to do. Buy the land, convert it, do what you want to it really. So not really much point in swanning around the whole map for no reason, but as you can see, nice big areas. So let's have a quick look at our actual field prices. So 185, 95, 185, 185, 185. I think the side ones are smaller, about 94, 95, and then the biggest plots are about 180,000. Well, that's only 147, but 113, 161. These ones, 8 hectares, 185. So pretty standard when it comes to like your farmlands, anywhere from around 40 to about 180, 190,000. So not too bad at all, and it's very nice to see one of the original, or a original start from scratch no man's land-esque maps coming to FS25. So hopefully you'll give it a bit of a download, give it a try and do some new adventures, and hopefully you have enjoyed this map tour. If you have, give it a like, subscribe to the Grainman channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Many thanks for watching.